Yeah, at the moment all fixed income assets are trading very tight in price due to the ECB's QE program that has been going on now for some years. And in that kind of market, we think the most value you find actually in the safest asset class, since all spreads anyway are very compressed and all asset classes are trading rather expensive. We think it's a good way to the timing is good to reduce the risk in your portfolio and thereby move into the safest asset classes. And the safest asset class, as we see it within the fixed income space, is the covered bond asset class. That has several safety features. You have a dual claim. You have a claim against the issuing bank, and at the same time a claim against a collateral of a cover pool of collateral. And these features make covered bonds very safe, and also the historical track record of covered bonds are very strong. There hasn't been a default of covered bonds ever in the history of the product, for example. We look for covered bonds that have a strong cover pool with low LTVs, high over-collateralization, and a strong legal framework. So the covered bond legislation must be proven and should be as strong as possible. And then on the issuing banking side, there we prefer banks that are not too much involved in corporate finance, but more instead exposed to retail banking and has more lending in residential mortgages than in commercial mortgages. Yeah, at the moment we like three areas that we prefer the most. We like covered bonds that are issued in Swedish krona, that trades with a very attractive pickup versus covered bonds issued in euros. So that's the first main holding. Then we also like shorter covered bonds from the smaller Italian banks like Monte dei Paschi and Banca Carige, that we also think offers a very good pickup in the short part of the curve. Despite that they are covered bonds and thereby excluded from bail-in and should be very safe also going forward. And number three among our largest positions at the moment is an Austrian bank, Kommunalkredit Austria, that also trades with a very attractive pickup versus other Austrian covered bonds. And these holdings, it's for our current fund, and we actually yesterday launched a new covered bond fund with low duration, where we will try to duplicate these positions. Yeah, I think that the covered bond product is very well prepared for higher interest rates from both the Federal Reserve and the ECB. And the reason for this is that the ECB has already implicitly tapered covered bond purchases. When they started to buy covered bonds in the autumn of 2014, the ECB was buying 12 billion euros a month. Today they are only buying 2 billion euros. So they have actually already tapered the purchases without officially telling it. So they have reduced purchases from 12 to 2 billion in covered bonds. So any further tapering or interest rate hikes, we think, will mainly impact the government bond markets, both in the US and Europe. So we think that the impact will be very limited on the covered bond product, and therefore we see the asset class as also a safer play in an environment of higher interest rates and less QE purchases from the global central banks.